Hey guys, this is Nikki.
This is Sam.
Welcome back to So What? What's Next?
I spent the bag on the bundle. Turn around and take a flip and make a double. Listen, baby, with me you ain't never gotta struggle. I'm in the game 650, catch a triple double. Watch it tumble, tumble, watch it tumble. Tumbling, tumbling, tumbling. This is coming and keep on tumbling. Watch it tumble, tumble, watch it tumble. Tumbling, tumbling, tumbling. This is coming and keep on tumbling.
Kind of get ready for the upcoming drama that's happening because the last 2 or 3 weeks we've been getting nothing but football drama, right?
Right.
Like I think this weekend the biggest news was Tom Brady unretiring. Which brings us to our segment, QB Divas, right? I think you guys are familiar with that show R&B Divas. Well,
Right.
now we have our QB Divas show where Adam Schefter is getting off massive amounts of tweets, and I think the biggest one yet has been Tom Brady unretiring. What's some of your thoughts there, Sam? Why is Tom Brady coming back?
I don't know. I just think these quarterbacks love attention so much. It's like I don't remember our quarterbacks being such divas. I just don't remember it. Like I'm trying. I know that some of them have complained they don't want to be drafted by certain teams, but these guys, like we got Russell, who's basically been forcing his way out of Seattle for like the last 3 years.
Yeah, I think Russell has done the very nice. He's done the nicest forced out possible, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
every year he brings up, "Hey, I need a better offensive line. Hey, I need a better, I need better protection." And Seattle's kind of been like, "Oh, okay. Oh, that's what's up." They've been leaving Russell on read, right? Like they've been leaving him on red, and I think he's done it the nice way. But
Right.
I think you mentioned in a previous pod earlier this season that Aaron Rodgers was holding us hostage, right?
Yeah, he's
Because
another
that
one.
was the drama. That was literally the drama for weeks and weeks and weeks. Is Aaron Rodgers returning to Green Bay?
Right.
And not only does Aaron Rodgers announce that he's returning to Green Bay, but Russell Wilson then goes to the Denver Broncos.
Right.
Then Deshaun Watson is cleared of any indictments. Please understand that I said he did not get indicted. I'm not saying he is innocent. Deshaun Watson.
People are very sensitive about this.
We,
I
we,
don't.
we have to be
But
conscious
you,
of how we deliver this message.
But you know what's funny to me, Nikki? How can anybody have such a hard stance one way or the other way? That's what I don't like. I think that's why I'm kind of lost there with people. Like, how can you be so hard one way or the other way? Like,
I think we have to take our situation, circumstances, and our experiences into consideration. We in no way on this pod want to be insensitive to anyone who's been a victim of rape or sexual assault and anything of that nature. I think that we have to be clear in stating that Deshaun Watson was not indicted. Does not, just because he was not indicted, doesn't mean that he is innocent.
right.
That infractions, but that was big news this week that he would not be indicted on any of those counts. And then we get the news of Tom Brady unretiring for unfinished business, which I think is absolutely hilarious. You guys are some of the funniest people. I swear to God, on Twitter and on Instagram, I was crying laughing where you guys had comedic gold in the tweets where I think one of the girls said, I think her name was Nikki Schwartz or Nikki Ritz or something like that, but she was a Nikki, which made me pay attention. And she said, Tom Brady unretiring to get hit by 300-pound men lets me know all I need to know about being a parent. He would rather get hit by 300-pound linemen than to stay at home and be a full-time dad. But the unfinished business comment really had me rolling because I'm like, really, Tom? Like, you won multiple MVPs, multiple offensive players of the year, multiple Super Bowls, and you're like, unfinished business. That is absolutely hilarious to me.
I mean, you got Tom, then you got Kyler Murray. He's taking all his stuff off Instagram, then he's putting it back up on Instagram. And I'm so over these diva quarterbacks. I'm just like, dude, like they are so
No,
funny.
I think it's so entertaining. Okay, so I'm not saying it's right, but it's giving us quality content. It's getting what did he say? It gets the crowd going. It's very provocative.
But though, it's funny because I told somebody because I remember when he had the report that came out about Kyler, how he was within the building. I was like,
yeah.
I found that report funny because that's how all quarterbacks are. All of them are self-centered like that. All of them kind of egotistical, don't like to be blamed, and they put in a good face in front of everybody, but behind closed doors, they do a lot of blaming other people. That's why a lot of times you'll catch clips of a quarterback yelling at somebody else. You be like, well, damn, dude, you did kind of just throw that pick, but but they call that, it just depends if you like the quarterback. If you like the quarterback, it's leadership. If you don't like the quarterback, it's toxic.
Oh my God, that's what they say immediately, right? It's lack of leadership, right? Yeah. Lack of leadership is always it's the code word. It's the it's the trigger.
Yeah.
To basically say that they have lost the locker room. And again, I have not played football. I'm purely a spectator. I am just going off my observations, but I never hear that. I never hear about white quarterbacks being poor leaders.
Yeah, stuff.
I've never heard of white quarterbacks being poor leaders. But needless to say, I just think it's interesting to get the good content that we're getting right now in reference to
NFL is king, man. NFL is king.
It doesn't matter. Like, I love NBA off season. I feel like NBA off season, we get the Woj tweets, we get the Shams tweets, and it's like, oh my God, this person is now moving from this team to this team. But I feel like the NFL has really stepped up their game in reference to drama. Like, it's giving, daytime soap opera. Like, I love it. Like,
NFL don't stop, man. Think about this, Nikki. While all this drama is going on in NFL, Major League Baseball is shut out.
Well, no, no. Not only were they shut out, but now they are back, right?
And nobody cares.
They're back, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. The Braves won the World Series, right? And even here in Atlanta, all we're talking about is the Tom Brady news and all the QB. The QB carousel that's happening right now, right?
Right.
No one cares that Major League Baseball just started spring training today when opening day was supposed to be earlier. Last week, I think?
It wouldn't matter if it was next month. Nobody would even be worried about it. It's like the weirdest thing of all time. And then it's just NFL just king. NFL is just king for now. I mean, they Teflon, they king, and I'm actually excited. They say Deshaun Watson might be coming to Atlanta.
I've seen Deshaun Watson to Cleveland. I've seen Deshaun Watson to New Orleans, to Carolina, to Atlanta. I think Tyrod Taylor just signed with the Giants today in a backup capacity. If I'm not mistaken, I think that just came over. I'm seeing where Teddy Bridgewater may be backing up Tua Tagovailoa.
God,
I still butcher this guy's name.
Don't worry about it, Nick. He's gonna be out to lead the next 3 years.
I would have to memorize it in a couple of months. I think Teddy Bridgewater is going back to Miami to because he went to high school there, of course. But Teddy Bridgewater is back in Miami, backing up Tua. I am all about this drama. Let's go, NFL.
My Jags are making things shake.
The who?
Jags. They're buying everything. They're spending all the money. Spending all the money.
What team?
Making it shake. Jags.
What team? Oh.
All right. Okay. I tried to slide them in there. I tried, Duval.
No, go ahead. I gotta let you shine because the sun has not shined really well on the Jacksonville Jaguars. So
I'm in between. I got one foot in Jacksonville, another one in San Francisco. So
I know Shanny's your guy. So it's kind of like I know you're keeping an eye on that Jimmy G and Trey Lance situation, along with what's going on in Jacksonville. So
here's some good tea, though. Here's some good tea. There's some big rumors going on that they feel like Tom Brady's going to try to force a trade from Tampa Bay to San Francisco. That's the little behind-the-scenes background tea that's going on.
What? Does that even make sense?
Yeah.
What sense does that make?
Well, because they're trying to say if you get Tom Brady, right, that they could trade for Jimmy G to Tampa, which would give them a starting quarterback. And Tom can get out of Tampa and they're gonna wait for free agency to kind of end, right? So Tampa, all these players that want to play with Tom Brady will come to Tampa,
and then they dish
and
him
then
out.
he'll force a trade over to San Francisco.
Yeah, I don't.
That's the conspiracy T. That's the conspiracy T because he want to be in the LA. Him and his wife want to be in the LA little scene. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like LeBron thing. It's kind of like the LeBron thing. That's the T. That's the little.
Okay, all right. You know,
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm just saying that's what the people.
That's what's being discussed. That's what's out there on the docket.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess that'll give us something to talk about next week. And that'll give us something to talk about next week.